Hey everybody! So today I'm gonna do my June wrap-up for this month, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm kinda tired, I just woke up, I gotta get ready for work. But I finally can do a June wrap-up video. I haven't been able to do a June wrap-up video in so long because I just haven't been reading this year. But this month I just went on a reading craze and I read up to 7 books this month. So let's get started. So the first book I technically read on the 30th of May, and it was just the last half of it. I finally finished it, and that's Exit Here by Jason Myers. This book was just a really good, dark, contemporary fiction about drug abuse and living in a family that really doesn't care about you, and I really like this book. I thought it was very good, a great debut, and I love Jason Myers so much. He's a really good author. The next book I read is one of my favorites, and I love it so much, and that is One Man Guy by Michael Barakiva. This book came out in May of this year, and it's a debut novel, and it's an LGBTQ novel about two boys that fall in love, one of which is Armenian, and it is just a fabulous novel about love and friendship and growing up in New York and having the craziest family you've ever seen. Alex's family, the Armenians, are just insane. They are absolutely insane. And I love Ethan so much. He was such a wonderful boyfriend. And he is like my second favorite boyfriend character ever. I love Ethan so much, oh my god. It is so refreshing to see a, cute contemporary LGBTQ novel, because a lot of them are really serious, and while I like those, this one was just so fun and cute. And I mean, look at the spine. It's got a little heart on it, oh my god! This book was just so fun and so cute, and had very little drama at all. It was just a really light read that just made my heart so warm. I loved it. So of course I had to read something dark after that. I don't know why I had to, but I read Shine by Lauren Miracle. This is pretty much the exact opposite of One Man Guy. It's about a girl named Kat, and she lives in this very small southern town. And Kat has a best friend named Patrick who gets beaten and tied to a gas pump, and there's a nozzle stuck down his throat. It's a hate crime in this town, and she tries to investigate the murder, or the attempted murder of Patrick. And it was just a beautiful book. It was so good, so emotional, and I mean, it kept me guessing the whole way through who did it, and I thought I knew who did it, and I thought so hard that it was somebody, and I was like, yep, it's gotta be him, but it wasn't, and that really surprised me, so I'm glad about that. But I really loved this book. Lauren Miracle wrote a fabulous story that really needs to be told, so I highly recommend this book if you haven't read it already. It is so good. And then I read my most anticipated fantasy book of the year, and oh my god, I read Darkness Hidden by Zoe Marriott. Oh my god, you guys, this book is amazing. Oh, I love this book so much. Oh my god. So it's the sequel to The Night Itself, which, I think that's it. Yes, which is the first book in the Name of the Blade trilogy. And this book, you guys, just tore me apart because it's so emotionally draining. Oh my god. It's it's my favorite fantasy series forever, for sure. I love it to death. It is one of the greatest. If you haven't read it yet, you absolutely have to. It's very reminiscent of Lord of the Rings, which I haven't read, but I love the movies, and I know, but I just don't really want to read the series, I'm sorry. But this is very reminiscent of that in the sense of the ring. The sword is a lot like the ring in this book, so I really liked that aspect of it. And just the main character is so kick-ass. I love her. And, oh, I can't wait to read the last book in this series, which the title of it kills me. It's called Frail Mortal Heart. Oh my god. That is, oh, Zoe Marriott. Oh. But yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing book. She can never go wrong, and I've ordered like the last 3 books that I don't have by her yet, because I need to have every book by her in my life. Yep. I have no self-control when buying books at all. Nope, what's that? I don't know. And the next book is my first, like, stinker in a while. It wasn't bad, but it was just good, kind of okay. And that is Clarity by Kim Harrington. This was a pretty good read. It was a good, like, mystery novel. I really liked the mystery aspect of it. It kept me guessing. And I also really liked the main character, Claire. She was fantastic. She was sassy and smart, and she didn't take any crap, and I liked that. I liked Claire really, really much. But the love triangle in this book was very lackluster. I did not care about either character, and when she finally kissed the boy she chose, I didn't smile. I just stared at the book like this, just pretty much. So, yeah. It was a good book. It was okay, but I didn't love it. I'm gonna give her another chance, though. I like Kim Harrington's writing style, and I love Claire, so maybe I'll give the sequel a shot. We'll see. I don't know. It wasn't the greatest. And then after that, I read kind of another stinker that wasn't horrible, but it was okay. I kept reading it, and it kept me reading, and that's Monument 14 by Emmy Laybourne. Now, I did like this book. I thought it was very good. I liked the, I guess, kind of suspense, sort of. It wasn't really action-packed and, like, thrilling at all. It was just like a day-to-day survival story, which I kind of liked. I liked that. But it did annoy me in some aspects, especially talking about the subject of sex. That really, 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 really bothered me. Every time I look at this book, I I get mad because of what the author says about sex, or what she doesn't say about sex. It's like the characters try to have sex and they can't because of a chemical weapon spill that makes them unable to perform, and it's like, well, oh wow, you don't want kids to have sex. Okay, that's great, but you know, I don't want to rant about it too much because it is just it's like a post-apocalyptic novel, so I guess that fits the, like, I don't know, subject or whatever. I don't know. I got annoyed with that, and I'm all about sex positivity and YA, and this is not one of those books. So, yeah, it was okay. It was a good book. I didn't really connect to any of the characters, though. The only 2 that I liked were Nico and Josie. I really, really liked them, but when they got together, I didn't care. I don't understand why that was. I don't understand. Maybe the execution was just bad, but I don't know. I didn't really connect to any of the other characters in this book, and it was okay though. It kept me reading, so that's good, I guess. And I got the sequel, so I'm gonna read more see what happens next, because I want to see what happens next. But it was just an okay read, pretty good, not the greatest. The greatest book I read this month was the last book I read this month, and that is Two Boys Kissing by David Levithan. This book, you guys, is like the best book I've read all year. It is so fantastic. I did a full review of this book, and I'll link that below. It was absolutely wonderful. Oh my god. It's really one of the greatest books I've read about being gay. It is just absolutely fantastic. I loved all the characters. I loved Patrick and Neil, and Harry and Craig, and Tariq and Cooper. They were all wonderful, wonderful boys. It really made me sad, really, really sad for some of the things that happened to these characters. And then Avery and Ryan were absolutely fantastic. They were the pink and the blue-haired boys. Oh, they were so cute and wonderful, and I just love them. I also love the fact that David Levithan included transgender into the mix, and that was just really, really nice and diverse, and I love that because there needs to be more transgendered characters in YA. There aren't a lot of books about them or including them, and I think that needs to change because they're really important. And I mean, I have some friends who are transgender, or at least I know of one, And I mean, he is wonderful. He's one of the best people in my life, and he, you know, I mean, it's just really, really important to talk about. So I just really, really love this book. Absolutely fantastic. You have to read it. It is so, so good. And yeah, it will rip you to shreds and put you back together, basically, but it's wonderful. So those are the books that I read this month. Absolutely great. A great reading month. I didn't hate any of these books, with the exception of, like, Emmy Laybourne, but, you know, eh. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. I love you. Bye-bye.